Okay, so this is going to be a very casual video, but if you know this channel, you know that I'm pretty much dedicated to two things. The first thing is completely changing the make money online or the finance space on YouTube or on social media by being pretty much the first creator who's 100% transparent about everything. There's so many people who talk about side hustles and then don't even do them, and you have no idea how much money they're actually making with their side hustles or how much they're making with their course or anything. My goal with this channel is to be 100% transparent about all the money that I ever make across my whole lifetime. I want to be fully transparent about that so you guys can watch the entire ride. So this is going to be one of the first long videos of me going through how much money I've made, and it'll be a good benchmark because I'm 20 years old right now. So every year that I keep going and keep making more videos, you guys are going to see that at 20 years old, I set the benchmark for me being completely transparent about how much money I was making. And ideally, I'm going to be making bajillions of dollars later in my life, and you'll see how humble of beginnings I started with in this video. So that's the first thing. And then my second mission with this channel is basically to make videos that give out such good free information that all of the people who sell courses on how to make money online are pretty much going to be homeless or put out of business, because people are going to be like, why would I go buy that course when Bennett has already dropped a free course on it and it's better? That's my goal with this channel. I really think the make money online space on social media is jumbled mess right now, and the best I could do for the world is be 100% transparent about everything and put out all of the best sauce that I have completely free for everyone. So with that being said, in this video, I'm going to be going over my total income and expenses in 2024 and what that puts my total net worth as. I'm very excited to come to this video in the future and kind of see what has changed across time. So yeah, let's get right into it. All right, so first thing is the total revenue I made this year was $51,822. I am more than happy with that. At the beginning of 2024, I set my goal as making $25,000 in scalable or semi-passive revenue, and I ended up making over $50,000, which again, I am beyond happy with. Now, the thing is, not all of this is exactly scalable or entirely semi-passive. It's a little debatable, and we'll get into that later, but still, overall, I'm pretty happy with this. And another thing to note here is I could have increased this by a lot by taking on more active jobs, but I decided to try to keep things as passive as possible and build things up so that I have higher income earning potential later. So that's the revenue, and then I have $11,000 in expenses. Now, my thing here is that I actually feel like this number could have and should have been higher. Since I don't have actual living expenses right now, since my parents are supporting me through that, I should pretty much try to reinvest everything that I make into something that can make me more money. Now, obviously, the hard part is to actually find stuff that's worth putting your money into, but I think I should have done a better job looking for those things and also been a little bit more direct when I see a certain opportunity, just instantly spending my money on it and not really caring that much about it. I think I'm making enough money, for example, where paying for better quality or paying for better equipment or a better setup are all things that would be worth it, considering I profited $40,000 this year. Anyway, all of this together brings my net worth to $67,000, which means we can hope to pass $100,000 in net worth next year. That'll be an awesome goal. But the split of that looks something like this, with $6,000 in a 401k, $1,000 in a brokerage account, and then $16,000 in a Roth IRA, and then literally just $43,000 in cash in a checking account, which is way too much in cash. A lot of that is going to be put into investment accounts at the end of the year, or I guess right before my taxes are done, so before April. But I do probably need to be a little bit more diligent about getting that directly into the accounts. Now, interestingly, my best month this year was March, where I made $9,000 in a single month. I was very, very close to breaching 10 grand in a single month, but yeah, this was the most I was making kind of up here. It dropped a little bit towards the end of the year, and then I kind of started grinding juggling videos and posting a bunch more in July, August, and September, so it raised. And then I started working on other things in October, November, and December, so this all makes sense. I'll explain most of this in a second. Now let's go through the actual revenue sources. So first of all, I had Fly Juggler, which is my Instagram account, or which is my social media accounts related to my juggling. So I've now grown to over 370,000 followers on my Instagram. Pretty hype, still getting some decent views. Definitely could improve the sales funnel on this, and that's one goal I have going into next year. But yeah, lots of good content and videos pushed out on here, and I'm very happy with how this is going. This pretty much just represents all the ad revenue that I made from this. So the TikTok creativity fund I was making a lot with at the beginning of the year, but the thing is I stopped posting long 1-minute juggling videos, so that kind of stopped. Next, I've been making some money with the Instagram bonus program. Again, that kind of all happened at once and then kind of just stopped after I stopped grinding the juggling stuff as hard. Lastly, we have YouTube ad revenue, revenue, which is something I unlocked this year, which has been huge. And that actually has been making me a decent amount of money a month, $500 to $1,000 pretty much every single month. And what's cool is the lifespan of it is way better than TikTok. So like on TikTok, if I don't post more, it just starts dropping. On YouTube, even if I don't post more, I'm still making $500 a month, months later, even when the rest of my videos are dying. Like in the same month where I made $16 on TikTok, I made $550 on YouTube. Okay, next is my Shopify store. So if you go to flyjuggling.com, obviously I sell a bunch of stuff. Like juggling balls and all of this sort of stuff. And that actually made a decent amount of money. We can actually let me just see some of these. Oh, it's not gonna let me do it like that. Some of this. So $13,000 in sales from my Shopify store. Not bad considering it really wasn't that much work. So that, and then also an online community or a digital product, which is now starting to make more money, could be a pretty decent source of revenue if I really lock everything in correctly. So I'm gonna need to do more work this year on getting everything set up well with that and making the juggling thing a pretty nice stream of income without really having to do that much work. Now, lastly, making money with my MoneyMind news account. This has been huge this month as well. So this is the channel that you're watching this on right now. So first of all, I was making a ton of money from the TikTok Creativity Fund at the beginning of the year. But again, I kind of stopped posting on TikTok and posting like 1-minute videos to try to make money through this because ultimately the RPM was dropping and it's not really a scalable or reliable way to make money in terms of something that you could like 10x or 100x. So yeah, kind of stopped with that. Kind of stopped with my newsletter as well. But two really exciting things did happen. I went way harder with YouTube videos on this channel, and the YouTube this month now finally got monetized. So that's number one. And number two is we have an affiliate stream of money that's making me money pretty consistently and really passively. So we can see here, I'll just graph this out. This is how much money I was making with this affiliate link month after month. So like in the first months I was making nothing, then I was making a little bit. And now every month, basically, I've made more money than I've made the previous month by a lot. Yeah, I mean, we can see here how much money it's made, like $534 in earnings. And again, this is from a YouTube video that I posted a while ago. So this is a really, really, really interesting way to make money. And I want to pursue this a lot in 2025 and see how far I can take it. Again, I've had full videos on this exact affiliate link strategy, so you guys can watch that. But yeah. And then we can take a look at the expenses as well. So really almost all of my expenses came down to buying juggling ball stock and then paying editors for videos getting edited. Pretty much. In 2025, I do expect this number to go up because I'm going to have a lot more YouTube videos going out, and I want to lock in my short strategy, so I want to get really good at both of these things. And then altogether, yeah, ideally that actually leads to more money and more sales and more affiliate commission and everything like that. So that means that I'm going to spend more money on editing, but I'm going to make even more money from actually doing the stuff that I'm doing. Okay, so now explaining this dip right here, well, a lot of it comes from another business I've been working on, which is the faceless automation business. So this business has been off to a slow start, but in December, it's probably made an extra $6,000 in revenue, which means that this is starting to finally pick up and actually make some money. What this is basically is a bunch of faceless channels that we've been posting on, and we've found a pretty decent way to make money with it pretty passively, which means that if we're able to grow and scale that in 2025, it can make a lot more. So again, in December, it's probably gonna make around $5,000 in a single month. And now imagine we scale that on one YouTube, 2 YouTube accounts, 3 YouTube accounts, or even 5 to 10 YouTube accounts, how much money we could actually be making with it. That's kind of why this has gone down a little bit, because it's going to mean that something else or a different business is going to go up. So altogether, I'm really excited about the spot I'm in this year and how much I'm actually going to make with all this. So yeah, that's my review. I kept it super casual. This is a pretty boring video. Probably no one watched this, but I don't care. This serves as proof that but I don't care, because this serves as proof that I'm actually being transparent on this channel from the very start of how much money I've made. This is me at 20 years old telling the world my net worth, my income, and my expenses, all of it. So when I'm 30 or when I'm 40 and people are like, oh, can I trust this guy? Well, they'll be able to see that me at 20 years old being humbled about how much I made, I posted it to the internet so anyone can see. Literally anyone on earth can see how much money I made right now. I am committed to making transparent financial content and putting gurus out of business by giving out all the info for free. If you support that mission, I'm going to be here for a long time, so consider subscribing. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one, and peace.